Welcome back, everybody, to Ziggy Plays the Park. Ziggy, welcome back to Ziggy Plays the Park. Man, struggling a little bit here. This is probably the last episode. This is the last ride in the park. Time to go find our son, confront our demons, probably get thrown in an oven because we're the witch, and of the story. Loading screen? Loading screen? I watched this not be the last episode. Watch that have been like the first half of the game, and this is like the second half. I don't know. We'll see. We'll do the regular, like, try to go for like 20-ish minutes, 25 minutes, and we'll see how it goes. It's like completely different than the rest of the game. All right. So we have a flashlight. It's completely black outside of what we're looking at. So here you go. Get ready for pop scares because they're about to happen. I like our flashlight is in our hands and we're walking around with it, though. That's pretty cool. It's interesting, I believe. What's up, Chad the Chipmunk? Pictures on the wall. Mr. Winter. It's weird, like went into focus and out of focus. Alright. Atlantic Island Park has closed its gates. A jeering throng of townfolk gathered as we hung the heavy iron padlock on the gates. Small-minded folks scared of what they don't understand. My machines lie silent and dejected, but I am not beaten. I have sent my wife and son back to Boston, and I have retreated here to the House of Horrors. I must think. Alright, Mr. Winter. Do what you need to. What is this? It's just like wall. Bits of the wall. Which would look better if it was like bump mapped. You know, if there was like texture mapping or whatever. But maybe it's from the ceiling. But it looks like it's from the wall. It's weird to have like these 3D textures and then like no like actual parts coming off. It's just kind of like pictures of it. But maybe that's part of the ride. We can just say that it's like it's part of the ride that it's just like painted on tattered wall as opposed to actually tattered wall.
Please, don't make me see.
Don't make me see? I can't even look at myself. Look at this. The hell? Are we in Iron Skies? What are you? Is this from Metro 2033? What are you? I don't understand. I like this guy. He looks like he wants to be my friend. He's got way too many ram horns. Whoa. Oh no. We lost one. It's gone. Some sweet books. All that jazz. I like the art style on these things, though, or at least on this one is pretty cool. It's very comic book almost. Anything here? No, some pages, but we don't want to read them. No point. We looked at them. It's probably just tax documents or something. Oh man, Chad, what you doing, dog? That one was very easy to see that one was coming. I like these dudes a lot. I don't understand them though. Are you a goblin? Are you a vampire? You look kind of cute. You don't, though. Why is your... What? Is your face mask attached to your guns? What does that mean? These guys vampires? It's a cool shadow that they made here. Sweet. I don't think we can see. He's like underneath us. Yeah, he's right there. You can see him through the cracks. Hey, buddy. I think that's Old Man Winter. Mr. Winter. That could be wrong. Could be our husband who died on the Ferris wheel. It's probably Mr. Winter, though. That was bizarre. We almost had like a... I do like this though, that as it gets closer to the surface, flashlight like changes until you push it through the wood block, but I like that effect. I think it's cool. I was like, are you significantly bigger than you used to be? But I guess not. I don't understand these black mirrors. But that's just me. You change sides? Flipped around? Anything in here? Seems like it's probably like a trigger spot. Maybe not. Looks like I can just leave through there, but did we go through this area? No, I did not. That was the scariest thing in this game for me so far. I got jump scared by the lights turning on. Whoa! Whoa! I've been pop scared. I want to go back now because I don't know if that was actually where I need to go. Gosh darn it, game. You've rused me once again. It's the dead end? Please tell me it's a dead end so I don't have to feel bad. It is. Cool. Chair. Letter? That's one of the issues I have with games like this too. Not with I don't have an issue with it, but I myself am the problem, is that I'm like, that's a side path. I wonder if I'm supposed to go there. Or is this a hook? You realize there's like a meat. What? What the? Oh. Whoa. This is a sweet House of Horrors effect that we have going on here. I guess it's supposed to look like it's mapped to the wall, like if you look at it from this angle and be like, whoa. But then you're like, wait a second, no, that's like actually a 3D hook. Oh, man. Awesome. Okay. That's my favorite. But yeah, I'm always like, this is a side path. Should I go check it out? And then I go to check it out. Like, should I go check it out, or is it like, is that the way to go? And then I go check out the side path and it's actually the way forward. So grumpy. I'm the maddest. No one gave me lunch today. You have the tiniest hands. Tiny, adorable little cartoon hands. Pop. I was expecting something to jump out right here. The planes are dropping the bombs. Oh, there's a thing on this chair. Incidents, and I cannot dismiss them as random chance. The park works, but something is interfering with it in its intended function. It is as though the very thin air varying this place is corrupting the power even as I collect it. A few casualties here and there are acceptable, but then employees go on stabbing rampages. It draws attention. I'd rather not have the boys in blue, either kind, investigating this place too closely. What's the other kind of boy in blue? It's a shame about Steve. I rather liked him. Rest in peace, Steve. Steve Chad. Chad Steve. Satan, you're very glossy. Isaac. This is the dead teenager with his eyes gouged out. Steve made a reality. You and your audio cues, man, they're getting me. Making me jump. This has had the best atmosphere of the entire game. Although it is basically just like a hall of jump scares. But I like his character design a lot. Tall and thin is my favorite. But not like Slender Man, but like interesting looking too. He's interesting looking, he's tall, he's thin, he moves around kind of weird. Alright, climb. What the fuck? I love it, and I think it's actually another one of those 3D shadows. It might not be. I can't really tell. No, it's totally not a 3D shadow. But I was like, what's going on there? Some weird stuff. Some strange edge interactions.
Please, don't make me see.
Alright, so we're just having recycled dialogue for that. No. I wonder if the right-click mechanic would have had more importance if I used it more often, or what, because the game has seemed like super linear, and like I haven't really needed these audio cues or anything. Nightmare Circus. Okay, turn it around. A circus burns the ground on opening night, killing dozens. The owner is put to death by an enraged mob of townsfolk. Just as he shouts out a curse, the ruins at dusk now Raven, a dark-souled wanderer, comes to the ruin at dusk in search of his missing mother. Let the show begin. Raven is a very silly name. My immortal has ruined it for everybody.
After they let me out, they gave me Callum back and sent me home with a handful of breadcrumbs. Home, bittersweet home. I barely recognized it. Where there had been color and light, there were shadows and regrets. Where there had been warmth, there was a bone-deep coldness that never went away. I tried my hardest to keep the ghosts at bay. Don, watching from the dusty corners while I tried to teach his son to read. My father, coldly assessing me and finding me lacking. I devoted myself to Callum and did the things that they told me. It will get better, they said. Every day will be a little better than the last. I'm in the woods now, lost and afraid. Things never got any better.
Okay, so let's try to figure out what that's about. Disconnect notice. After multiple attempts to collect payment, we regret to inform you that your service has been disconnected and will be disconnected shortly. Please do the following. Make the payment listed on the last bill contest to contact us on 555-7868, and we can arrange a payment plan that you can immediately be reconnected. If you believe this is an error, call us 555-7869. Discuss your options. If you are unable to make payment, please contact your local welfare office to discuss placement for you and your loved ones. Winter in Maine is cold and brutal. Don't face it with electricity. Oh man, we can't afford electricity. That's no good. Hunger. Little gingerbread man. The true stories of the Donners. The Donner Party. If you don't know, that the guys who got trapped in the mountain ate each other. April 16th, 1846 is like, I can't. Ah! There we go. 1846, a group of covered wagons began the 2,500-mile journey to California. 8 months later, they found themselves stranded in the Sierra Nevada mountains with very little to bite or sup. Oh man. It's just like the Hansel and Gretel thing. It's become one of the greatest tragedies the Western migration of the world has ever seen. Now our panel of Donner experts have uncovered compelling evidence that the families were forced to resort to cannibalism in order to survive the terrible winter. Never seen before exposed. Read how the Donner children were forced to eat their brothers and sisters in order to survive. Page of the shocking true story. Did we eat our son? It's the teddy bear from Among the Sleep. Our son's room. Examine his baseball cap. Yes, the vaguely A's best baseball team ever. The Wilting, Susan and Scomb. Gee, okay, we can do this. Oh! Okay, turn. The Wilting, a solar flare struck the Earth. Millions of people are uprooted from their homes. A young meteorologist searches desperately for a way to stop global overheating. And the exotic dancer named Chance O'Hara is the key to saving the world again. Again? Damn. I didn't read how excited people were. There's cigarettes. I love you from Callum. Oh, that's like a Kirby drawing. I like it. Like from Kirby 64. Mom and me in car. Mom and me at duck pond. Mom and me at home. Rubik's Cube. There's such random objects to look at. Also, the Rubik's Cube is impossible to solve. What is this? So you have like a 3-sided yellow corner here. How does that make any sense? This is another 3-sided blue corner. You can't solve this Rubik's Cube. Worst Rubik's Cube ever. Oh man, I this is one of those things where I don't know if it's just like not lazy texturing, but not really like thought out texturing, or if it was just like that's the joke. I can't know. This texture on the ground looks super good. This might be the best texture in the game right here. Super pretty. Alright, shopping list. Milk, cheese, bread, butter, corn, potatoes, apples, fish sticks. Remember, drop off Callum, electricity bill, fix faucet. Yeah, it's important to get that electricity bill fixed. Your kitchen look like you have a huge ass kitchen, but also it looks like people are killed here. I was gonna fix the faucet, but then I didn't.
What have you done with them?
Yeah, faucet. Where'd you put my son? Alright. Check the fridge. Ooh. Chicken legs. We got all the stuff from the what we needed, so that's cool. Is there anything else in here? Time to compare. Milk, cheese, bread, butter, corn, potatoes, apples, fish sticks.
Who was that?
Water, wine, chicken, apples, eggs. This might be potatoes, though. Who knows? Who keeps skinned potatoes in the fridge, though? That's weird. Doesn't open. Tragic. Mom came to class and helped me do stuff. Lorraine, I received your letter. I'm quite surprised you ran off with your father all those years ago and disappeared off the edge of the map, then finally tracked you down and refused to answer any of my letters. And now you write me asking for help. I have another family now and another life. What? Your father was a horrible man, and I regret the years that I wasted with him. I loved you, I truly did, but every year you grew more and more like him. You were his girl, never really mine. Still, I would have fought for custody if you hadn't run away with him. It broke my heart, but I needed to go on living. I can't let you back in my life without picking open old wounds. I'm sorry, Lorraine, but just can't do it. Maybe one day it'll be easier and I can meet Callum, but not yet. I'm not ready to forgive you. Please don't contact me again. Our mother sucks, basically. Not true, but also you can't blame like a small child for running away with like making a bad decision. Miss Maillard, as we agreed with our meeting yesterday, we considered you fully recovered from your illness. This letter is the official notification that you are considered sound of mind and body and may return to work at any time. Please note that you should discontinue any medication that you have been using, dispose of any remaining medicines. If you feel at any time you're suffering a relapse, please make contact with your local physician immediately. We should continue good health. Dr. Dunwick Spencer.
I'm a horrible mother. Where is he?
That took you a little long to realize.
I'm a horrible mother. Where is he? Show yourself!
Show yourself, demon! Oh, little clowns. Dunwich Emergency Services. Patient name, Maillard Lorraine Kimberly. Lorraine Kimberly Maillard, my bad. Diagnosis, she's diagnosed with depression. Alright, Lorraine seems to be suffering from depression that began early in her pregnancy. Our discussions have made it obvious that the episodes stem from grief from losing her partner, Dawn, who died about 6 months ago. There are several unresolved issues with her father. After being kept under careful observation, was provided standard treatment for this disorder, including electroconvulsion therapy. The patient responded and made a rapid recovery. I'm pretty sure you weren't allowed to do electroshock. I don't know if electroconvulsion is the same, but in the 80s. Weekly follow-up with local physician. Mood stabler is lithium-based. Lorraine has a newborn son. Callum was placed in foster care shortly after birth when Lorraine displayed symptoms of disorientation and depression. It is our judgment that Lorraine is fit to have her son returned to her as long as her follows recommended aftercare routine and continues with medication. We have faith that we will effective caregiver. Lorraine has her own housing and her own employer. Susie has said that welcome her to the shifts that die in her normal creed. A local woman has been offered to care for Callum while Lorraine works. It is a support network combined that we feel confident releasing Lorraine from the institution. Prescription of Zolift be filled at Flagg's Pharmacy in Kingsmouth, which she advised to start with a 50 milligram dose and then, based on advice of her doctor, increase medication as needed. Notice. On inquiry to estate of Mr. Donald Williams has been completed. We regret to inform you the primary benefactor of this estate, including the life insurance settlement for accidental death, were listed as Rose Williams and Richard Williams of New York State and deceased parents. Our agencies made contact with Mr. and Mrs. Williams as explained to your situation, especially as regards the birth of Donald's son, Callum. Okay, unfortunately they were not receptive to our overtures. Wait, what? Not receptive to our overtures, and that's right, specify that without any legal proof of biological relationship, they consider you ineligible to receive any of the monies from Donald's estate. They have asked that we no longer contact them regarding this matter. I understand this way has negative impact on your current financial situation, and I hope that I'm not being too forward when I enclose the bill for our services with this letter. Sincerely, Edward Stapleton, attorney. Nice. So we're financially boned. And we suffer from a child murdering depression. Here's the issue that I have right now. I don't know how much longer this is, and this is probably about the time I would end the episode, but because it feels like it's so close to the end, I think we're going to keep going. I apologize if this episode is... I apologize if this episode's a little long. I'm sorry about that. But also, hopefully you're okay with it. Oh, look. We've done the PT thing. We've restarted. There's the pills. Flex Pharmacy. Zolift. Our lithium-based mood suppressors. Lorraine, things aren't right between us at the moment. I don't want to try and explain it. I think it's because I'm so far from home and I am working so hard. Every day working at the park gets worse, like a spring inside my mind. Winding tighter and tighter and tighter. And then we go for drinks after work. It gets a little better. The guys relax and we laugh and we're good people again. I don't want to come home to you without being in my right mind. But then this job is done. We need to get out of this space. And you go back to the city where I don't feel like this anymore. I love you, Donald. P.S. I was thinking about names for boy and girl. I like Callum for a boy and Emma if it's a girl.
Leave me alone!
Leave me alone! There's our electricity bill. There's all that stuff. More pills. Lots of pills everywhere. Just dropped all the pills. Pictures are the same. Rubik's Cube now has letters on it, but not that it really matters. Is it still a broken Rubik's Cube or is it fixed now? Nope, still broken. Well, we tried, boys. Someone's been taking the stickers off and putting them back on. Love you from Callum. Our son loves us. He really loves us. Did we fix the sink? No, we almost got it though. Okay. Sorry, son. Organized baby. Take the pills, follow up with Spencer, organized babysitter for Callum. Gotcha. So I think we get it. We've got it for quite a while that we're not a good mother. Oh no! All the little ducks gone. Lorraine, I received your letter. I'm quite surprised you ran off. I didn't run away. Dad took me. Oh no, I was kidnapped. It wasn't my fault. My mom hates me for nothing. Complete. Okay, so our inquiry to the estates of Mr. Colin Williams has been completed, and we regret to inform you that the primary benefactors of his estate, including the life insurance settlement and accidental death, sure listed as Rose Williams and Richard Williams of New York State. The deceased parents, our agencies, made contact with Mr. and Mrs. Williams and explained your situation, especially with regards to the birth of Donald's son, Callum. Unfortunately, they were not receptive to our overtures. They specified that without any legal proof of biological relationship, they considered ineligible to receive any monies from Donald's estate. Gotcha, so it's the same thing. Basically, his parents are like, yo, I don't believe that it's his son. Hello? Anybody there? Okay. Well, I'm in this position where I want to end the episode and just you're here and make a new one, but we'll just keep going. Oh man, we've turned into wolf people with bloody things. Has this changed at all? Chipmunk goes to stabbing in the eyes, jabbing, and all the townies go gabbing. Just lie down and let it happen. Basil Ganglia win. Oh, I guess I should have been reading this back of these books each time through. Time ago in the forest in the woods there lived a woodcutter, his wife, and 2 children, Bunny and Harold and Gretel. Yeah, we heard it. Alright, my bad. I'm sorry, guys. Solar flare struck. An exotic dancer named Lorraine is the key, saving the world again. Dynamic, expecting bombastic. Expect from Lorraine novel. Lorraine is back, and you better believe that she's bigger, better, and bolder than ever. I don't understand it. Like, they can just keep adding stuff to it. Bloody handprints, and death to our house, and death to our family as our car burns on fire, and death to the ducks who are also on fire. Like, that duck's got a flaming head. Flaming mohawk duck. Prescription pills, and read shopping list. Zoloft prescription between everything. Remember, more pills, tickets to Atlantic Island Park. Check the fridge. I didn't do this last time. I'm sure it's all... yeah, it's just alcohol. Oh, no. It almost looks like at the top of the thing there that the water's like going upwards. Some Matrix shit. Alright. History of Solomon Island. Oh. Alright, well. Got more pills. Everyone's turned into demon werewolf monsters. Demon werewolf monsters. Thank you, William. The new watch is very nice and has made me a happy carrot. What? Oh, look, it's the guy. Picture. Okay. I'm gonna end the episode here. I feel a little bad about doing it, but we're gonna do it. We'll come back and finish for reals, hopefully. You know, I don't know how long the game is, but I thought this would be the ending, and it wasn't, so that's my fault. Anyway, you're all lovely and awesome. I hope to see you on the next episode, where we conclude, figure out what's going on in the park, even though I think I have a good idea of what it is. Anyway, see you guys.